Though the last episode ran a little bit over, we are ahead now. And the one thing that I have to accept is with the fact that they tape so far in advance, it will be difficult to guesstimate properly what to do with this show, what to do with these shows, because of the fact that, well, basically, I can't. If I want to book a title change on Takeover, I have to book out 4 weeks of television before I can book a Takeover title match, which is why I booked the world title change at the first TV taping, so I could have 4 weeks of TV to work with Bray as the champion. You know what I mean? So it's just like a little. Eh, eh. This is something that I need to do because I need to try and figure out more tag teams. And the best way to figure out more tag teams is just to throw people together and see what fits. I do, however, wish I had more of an opportunity to work in other territories. Uh, which I can't actually do because I can't change where I'm working now because I already started booking the TV taping. By the way, I'm gonna work Bray on the B show. I mean the live events. I'm gonna work Bray on the live events. That's why he hasn't worked the actual show. I'm saving the TV taping for people that are actually gonna be here. Hmm. Yes. Okay. So now we piece together. So now we piece together the regular show. Stopped by Byron, and Jake takes exception. at his girlfriend, they walk. You know, Adam, you know, I hate the fact that Neville was right, but he was. So why don't because mind games are just as good. Mind games are just as good. See, Paige, I didn't need to beat you. I needed to give you doubt. And because I did that, now you doubt every single time you get into that ring because you think it could be the last time you walk away or walk into a match with that championship around your waist, and I am damn proud of that every single time. Well, there are two feuds that need to be taken away now, or that are going to be needing to. There are two feuds that are going to need to be taken away, so I need to do what I can to get those feuds going. Cost me a shot at Bray. Bateman appears. Now James Mitchell is also scouting Luke Harper, which is an interesting turn of events, and also one of those cases where I wish that James Mitchell had popularity because then he could help elevate Harper and Rowan. Solid segment. Good job. This is basically also Jake Carter's test run to see if he actually has anything to give me when it comes to potential, as far as potential goes. Tyler Breeze and Danny Burch impressed. Sasha has shown to be Sasha Banks. About as good as I expected. And here's Derek Bateman's test. Bateman gets to go against Nick Dinsmore, who is one of the top stars in the company, popularity-wise, and a legend coming back to... I think I mentioned this in one of the previous videos that I wanted to do a Hall of Fame for NXT, and in my opinion, the guys that should be inducted into the Hall of Fame are the guys that used to be a part of WWE's Developmental, but were never recognized for what they did for WWE's developmental. Like Nick Dinsmore, Rob Conway, the Bashams, um, the Bashams, uh, Danny Davis, Rip Rogers, guys like that. Guys who did stuff in the previous developmental under the previous regime and were stars in the past, but were never really given the opportunity on the main roster. The entire Spirit Squad outside of Dolph Ziggler, or most of the Spirit Squad outside of Dolph Ziggler. We will be making the expansion over to other places. I just don't know if I want to make the expansion yet. And also, it's the idea of I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I want to make the move because financially it doesn't make sense. Economically, it doesn't make sense. But it's something that has to be done, and having guys like Raven or Chris Masters or Nick Dinsmore would help. Our extension to test themselves. The revival is ready. And you know the revival. Dawson. It's Dawson and Wilder. And here comes Dream. Last time I checked, I run things around here. But you two are right. A match between Raven and Shawn and you Waltman is something that I would like to see. I hesitate to include the world champion because I don't know who I want to make to win the world title yet, to be honest with you. Hell, to be fair, Luke Harper's in the match. I could have Harper win a belt. To be fair, I could have Luke Harper win the belt. It's Xavier Woods' way of saying he expected to get another opportunity at Bray Wyatt, not have it taken away because of some triple threat triple threat symphony. Actually, Samantha Heights would be a good person to have her fight. Yeah. I jumped Dinsmore because I knew that someone like him had his chance and he blew it. The fact that he's here makes me sick. It makes me sick that he's here and getting an opportunity that I deserve. A chance that I earned. Rightfully earned. Huh. Maybe I do have an idea. Maybe I do. Maybe I do have a way to use the guys that are outside the realm and get them on the show. Like they should be. And we work them on the pre-show because it at least gives me the opportunity to see if they work together as a tag team without testing them on the main roster or on the main show. And they work fine as a tag team. Elring is doing fine as well, and actually Josh Hess and Dean Mutandi do well as a tag team, so maybe I actually bring in Josh Hess to have him team with Mojo Rawley. And Dawson and Wilder do as well as I expected as a tag team, so I think I may have done a solid experiment bringing on Josh Hess to be one of the enhancement guys tonight. And this is why I want to do Raven versus Waltman in another arena and not in Florida, because it would help. Wow. Xavier Woods showing how much charisma this guy has. Holy moly. Solid match for Emma. I mean, Emma's one of the least popular people in the company and the main roster. I mean, developmental. That's why I put her on the show. Derek Bateman's finally got something going for himself. And Corey Graves has something going for himself with Mr. Paul Burchill. So now we have Graves and Burchill, Derek Bateman and Nick Dinsmore, and we may have somebody else for the tag team division with Josh Hess and Mojo Rawley, and Jake Carter's working with Alexa Bliss. So we got a lot going on, a lot of directions going, a lot of moving parts. I hope that if you are enjoying this, you let me know down in the comment section below or just by viewing it. And leaving a like, whatever you want to do. Let me know that you're enjoying it, and keep me up to date on what you think I could do next, because finally the ideas are starting to flow and a direction is starting to go, and maybe that would lead to me cutting down the depth a little bit, because I know I could cut down on the depth and I don't need as much depth. I can rely on the local talent. It's just the fact that I prefer having the talent on my roster as opposed to relying on the local talent. Either way, though, sometimes local talent actually works out for the better, like in the case of Josh Hess, because I've been dying to find another babyface tag team. Either way, though, I will see you in the next video.